And when there's Hove, my man. Speech.
My toast is gonna be a little nerdy, guys. But I did want to give a shout out to Ewan, McGregor, and Hayden Christensen. For those who don't know, those two actors played iconic roles in the Star Wars franchise, Star Wars series. Ewan McGregor was Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Hayden Christensen was Anakin Skywalker. And just the fact that they came back to replay these roles in the new series, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I saw this interview that Hayden gave where he was just saying, like, you know, a lot of people don't really love the prequel movies or whatever, but they, like, so he got a lot of hate off that, but, like, now everybody's, like, celebrating him being back. So it just goes to show how fickle people are sometimes when it comes to celebrities, and then giving people enough space, and they're like, we missed you guys, you guys are the best versions of the character, blah, 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 but it's just good to see him just, like, and it seems like they haven't lost a step. I haven't watched the show just yet, but I definitely plan to watch that soon. From what I hear, it's starting off great. So shout out to them.
Definitely shout out to them. You said they were the best versions of the character. I'm like, bro, the dude that played the original Obi-Wan was only in the first movie.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I feel like Ewan McGregor did a little bit more for the character. That's just me personally. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's good. The point you made about like the because the original when the prequels just. Whatever. Yeah, the prequels came out, like, everybody hated them. I was watching this documentary, like, a couple years ago. It was called The People versus George Lucas. And, like, they were talking about, like, just the reaction to, like, everything from Star Wars, from, like, the new, like, the special editions that came out. They had all stuff for the prequels, and how people hate them. But then, like, they interviewed, like, a bunch of people that were like, yeah, like, if you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you probably hate the prequels. Yeah. But, like, my kids, they love the prequels. And, like, those people are, like, probably, like, you know, a little bit younger than us now. So now, like, oh, cool, Hayden Christensen's back. You know, McGregor, like, these people are, they're on the same level with them that, you know, we and the other generation were from, like, Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford. So
that's what you always got to remember. At the end of the day, for a lot of stuff, it's made for kids, too.
Yeah.
So I'm about to say, eventually the kids will become adults.
Explicitly for kids.
Yeah, I'm about to say the kids will become adults. What they like will become popular, and then it'll be like, oh, okay, we shouldn't have talked all this stuff about this in the first place. I mean, you can disagree and dislike what you don't dislike, but always remember that. And toy sales drive everything.
Star Wars.
Sales.
The Star Wars hive in our fan base is just angrily just sending us messages. You guys fucking suck. Hey, those prequels.
What should be the Star Wars hive? It's David Giga Lee. He said there's a bunch of messages, right? Talk about Darth Bane.
Where is the Darth Bane cameo?
He said there, like, Malik, how many fake YouTube accounts you got, bro? You got the same clip on it. You got the same comment on all of them.
Lady Zeke and Zeke. 4-5.
Savvy Zeke and Zeke.
Got Malik clone out there.
Oh, man. I can go next. Shout out to Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum is a NBA basketball player for the Boston Celtics. I am a Lakers fan, so I really don't care about the Celtics. Most people don't. But shout out to him because he is a really big Kobe Bryant fan. And before yesterday's Game 7, the Game 7 in which the Boston Celtics advanced to the NBA Finals, for that game he wore a purple and gold 24 armband. And then I also saw that he sent a text message to Kobe Bryant on the day of the game and said he's going to do it for him today. And so I thought that was really cool, just kind of as like a really big Kobe fan myself, just to like, when he still has Kobe's number and it's like, you know, you're doing this for somebody and you texted him and went out your way, and it's like a really big emotional thing there. You know, you got the job done. You did what Kobe would have wanted you to do. You went out there, you won the game. Probably passed the ball too many times for him, but you know, you went out there and you won, and that was what's really important. And so shout out to him, you know, for his personal success, and you know, just shout out to young players like him and everybody else who's just so heavily influenced by Kobe Bryant. And you just see the impact that he's continuing to have even after his death.
Yeah. I hate the Boston Celtics. I hate all Boston sports. I was
I did it.
ardently rooting against them, but
You shouldn't have shot it like that.
I love Jayson Tatum. He's awesome. He's a great player. I love Jaylen Brown. So you know, I root for them.
Someone Celtics in my life.
Like I want them to score 50 points each and then still lose. But you know, shout out to Jayson Tatum. It just shows you the impact that Kobe still has. And you know, Lakers and Celtics. It's one of the biggest rivalries in all of American sports, and just cool to see that. You know. Kobe and, you know...
Kobe's influence the Celtics.
And like sports and all that, it transcends all the, you know, hatred and rivalries and stuff. Yeah. That's cool. My toast is just kind of more general. Just giving my toast to everybody who's graduated in the last couple weeks. From high school or from college. In my family, my little cousin graduated high school the other day. So that was awesome at his graduation. And then my little sister graduated from Towson this past week. So
That's awesome.
that was awesome. But just in general, like we had so much negativity in the world. Just to see people graduating and just how exciting that is. Just
Progressing.
Progressing in life. It's really really beautiful. And just I like seeing stuff like that, positivity. Like one thing that strikes me is just when I went to my cousin's graduation, just how proud of I guess parents you are when your kid graduates. And his graduation was interesting because he was homeschooled, so it was kind of like they kind of I guess there's like this group that they get homeschool kids together and like they go and do stuff, and so that's what your camaraderie comes from. And then they have a graduation at the end. Anyway, it's like there was like probably like 15 or so kids, and then they let the parents go and present them their diplomas, and their parents got to say something beforehand, and like the people beforehand like, all right, let's try to keep it to 4 minutes, but like obviously people just were talking forever. But I sat there and thought about it, like you imagine like you have a kid and then you're building to that moment for 18 years, and then that's just your chance to let all the emotion out. It was just it's beautiful.
Crazy feeling.
Especially like when you're like the parent and you get to hand them their diploma.
Yeah.
And talk and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So like it was just like so beautiful and so cool. So
Yo, man, shout out to all the graduates.
shout out to the graduate. I remember I graduated high school. We all graduated high school, college. How that felt, but just to see other people do it, that's when 10 years or so later, just it's.
This gotta feel like full circle when you see a kid do it.
That's
Especially
gotta be
really awesome.
Shout out to the class of 2022, which sounds funny and God makes me go. But yeah, shout out to I was saying like when you think about that, you're like, we're 2011. Yeah, we graduated college. Like for me, it was like 2015. What were you? No, you were 2015 too, right?
Yeah. That was 2016.
Yeah, even that doesn't sound as old. It's just one of those things where it's like you say like all these like wow, y'all really have to start y'all with 20 something. God, that makes me feel so much older. It reminds me of how long it's been as well. But shout out to all of them. Shout out to everybody who graduated from other things as well, even if it wasn't school. Well, not like, like formal trainings or whatever. If you got like some type of certification or anything like that, yeah, shout out to everybody who achieved that as well. Equal opportunity out here for the Temptations.
Yep. Enjoy it.
Damn, that's smooth.